making brownies. We're making brownies with a tiny microphone. Let's do it. Welcome to the first and probably only Cooking with Kris. Well, baking, but same thing. I'm making brownies because my husband comes home in... Bruh. My husband comes home in... Huh? In 4 days. And he loves brownies. These are his favorite brownies. I mean, not these like specifically, but there's a specific recipe that he likes, so I'm gonna make them, basically. So I'm using the stuff, the Pillsbury, because it's apparently extra good. I got this recipe from like a friend of ours that lives on base. Well, she's mostly a friend of mine, but her husband is a friend of my husband, so they're a friend of ours. Anyway, I got this recipe from her because she makes freaking amazing brownies, and we're like addicted to them. But anyway, oh, I almost forgot to preheat the oven. Oven to 350. Okay, I have to grab eggs. Oh, and then water and oil, so I don't need anything else in my fridge. Don't look in there. I hope you didn't look in there. There's probably nothing in there. It's top secret. Don't look in there. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't even know how much oil I have. So anyway, part of this, I'm also going to be answering some questions. So I also left like a prompt on my Instagram and my TikTok. If you're not already following me, you should follow me. Anyway, I had you guys ask me some questions or leave some comments just randomly that you wanted me to answer or react to. So I'm going to be like answering and reacting to a couple of those. One day you wake up and find that you're missing me. So the first question I had was, what are your cats' names? And I'm just going to introduce them. This is Oreo. He's our big boy. Our big boy. Look at you. Mwah. He's the older one. We don't know how old he is because he just showed up one day and never left. I'm gosh darn winded from freaking running up those stairs. This is Nugget. Nugget, cooperate. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. I have no idea I have no idea how old Nugget is either. I think he's like maybe a little over a year. We got him from one of my friends. Man, I gotta start doing more cardio. I'm winded from walking up those stairs. Look at you. Mwah. All right, first thing, we need 2/3. Well, crap, no. I need to pull up her specific because she doesn't use that much, right? Right? I'm pretty sure she doesn't use that much. I mean, if we hate it. Well, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, hang on. Okay, I had to look up the recipe. So she uses 1 cup of oil for 2 bags, which means I need half a cup of oil, which is conveniently this one. Maybe we'll come back into the place that we need. My husband is the cook of the house. I try to, but he's just so much better at it than I am. Hold on, I'm super lost. So this says 1/4 cup of water, but she used 1/4 cup of water. Bruh. Looking at the recipe again. Okay, I was just wrong. She doesn't use 1/4 cup, she uses a 1/2 cup, which is math. Quarter is correct. So, little bit of water. I am a horrible multitasker, so like doing this and answering questions and stuff is like, I don't even know why I decided to do both. Okay, my next question. If you were a vegetable, what would you be? I think I would say I would be a tomato because I love tomatoes. This looks crazy, guys. I know the setup is wild right now, okay? Just let's not focus on that. Okay, so this is looking... I mean, it looks like brownies. I think it looks like brownies. See, I just feel like that was like not enough. Also, right about now, I really wish there's no... What? I forgot the eggs. No wonder it looks like Dookie right now. My ADHD is going crazy right now. Like, filming, answering questions, and making brownies is a lot. Whoops. Oh, shit. I thought that was shiz. I thought that was one of the eggs. It wasn't. We're just all over the place. I'm just a freaking professional. I'm pretty bad at cooking. Blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. That's crazy. This looks so bad. That looks so bad. I wish I had an electric mixer right now. There we go. Oh my gosh. Whew, saved the day. Eggs saved the day. That looks really good. I fixed it. Wait. No! God, please, no! There was something in the oven. I don't know if that's just like I've heard that this is like a Midwestern thing, and I'm from the Midwest, so I don't know if this is why, but does anyone else store their hands in there. And you know what, to be honest with you, my husband's probably watching this and he's going to be like, you're dumb. And I am, and it's fair. So we're going to use this guy. I hope it's I was going to say, I hope it's clean. I know it's clean. I've cleaned it. What I meant to say is I hope it's big enough. Okay. And then we're going to eat some of it. No. Oh, and I got it on my shirt. Look at that. Not on my white shirt. Not the gumdrop buttons. Anyway, oh yeah, questions. Somebody said, is cereal a soup? And I feel like that's up to interpretation, you know? I'm gonna eat this. 13 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's probably that. Okay, in the oven you go. Oh crap! Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't do anything. Okay. I forgot the chocolate chips. I have a Ziploc bag full of chocolate chips from all the other times I've made these brownies, which is like all of 2 times. Now it can go in the oven. Now it can go. All right, cool. While they're in there cooking, I'm just gonna like rapid fire some of these questions. Okay, so someone said, do you live on base? Yes, I do live on a military base because my husband is in the Air Force, so we live on a base. Someone said, if you're bald, what hair color do they put on your license? That's a great question. I don't know. I would assume, like, not a funny answer, but I would assume they would put the hair color that either your eyebrows are or like whatever your natural hair color was before you went bald, unless you were born bald. How old are you? I'm 24. I just turned 24 in September. I know, I'm getting so old. Crazy. Who's the weirdest person in your family? My dad. 100% my dad. What is your favorite form of exercise? My favorite form of exercise is anything that doesn't make me die of not being able to breathe. So my answer would be, I like to go on walks and I like to do low intensity workouts. There you go. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear, anybody that knows me has heard either one of these 2 things. These are the 2 fears that I talk about the most. The first one would be spiders. I have arachnophobia like crazy. I think that's the word. I hate spiders. I despise spiders. They're gross. They're terrifying. I don't care if they're the size of a grain of sand. I don't like spiders. They terrify me. Oh, and then the second one would be smelling bad. I know that might sound crazy, but I've got a schnoz like a bloodhound and I can pick out smells. And so in my mind, I think everybody else can pick out the smells that I can pick out. So it's like my worst fear for somebody to think that I either smell bad or smell weird or something. I don't want to smell. It's my worst fear. How long have you and your husband been married? We've been married for 1 year and 1 month-ish. Something like that. Somebody said hi with like 7 eyes. Hi. What's up? Never doing that again. What did you want to be when you were a kid? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a rapper. Anybody that knew me, probably anybody in my family that is going to watch this knows that like when I was like a wee young lad, I wanted to be a rapper so bad. It was weird. Yeah, I wanted to be a rapper. That's just all there is to it. I thought I could rap. I freestyled. I was probably 8 years old, maybe younger. But I wanted to be a rapper. So, how tall are you? I am 5'7" on a good day. Possibly taller in the morning. Because you shrink towards the end of the day. I mean, I might be like 5'6" and 3/4. I don't know, but 5'7", that's what I'm going with. Tea or coffee? Tea, non-caffeinated tea. Fun fact, that I can't have caffeine. I have this super fun thing called hemiplegic migraines. And I have to get Botox for it every 3 months. It's super, super fun. I love being poked, totally. But caffeine is like a really, really bad trigger for me. If I have even like a freaking whiff of a coffee, I start to get a bit of a migraine. And it sucks. So yeah, tea, 100%. I love tea. Okay, my last couple questions here. We've got like 4 more. So someone asked me, what is your Halloween costume this year? I have no idea. Because I didn't know if my husband and I were even going to be here for Halloween. Because he comes home, like I said, in a couple days. So it'll be like, he comes home like October 8th or something. And I thought we were going to be moving to another state, like soon after we got here. And now I found out it's going to be a little bit longer. So we will be here for Halloween. Which this is basically a long blah, 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 blah story just to get to I have no idea what we're going to be. Because this is technically me and my husband's first Halloween together. Because the last Halloween, he was at basic training. or
Bruh.
yeah, I think it was basic training or his job training, either or. But this is our first Halloween together, so I would like to do like a couple's Halloween costume and be all corny and stuff, but I don't know what we would do. Blah, 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 blah. I've looked at Pinterest and I've sent him a couple ideas and he's responded to a few, but I don't know. Someone said, "What are you saving money for right now?" A house. My husband and I are moving and we're trying to buy a house. So that's what we're saving for, I would say. This is the second to last question, and it just made me laugh, so I had to put it in. Someone said, "Have you ever pooped your pants in public?" The answer would be no. No, but I came really close because recently I went to a rodeo with one of my best friends and I am lactose intolerant, okay? But I'm the lactose intolerant that, like, I'll still eat cheese when I want to. I'll still eat ice cream when I want to, but in small doses. So when I went with my friend to the rodeo, we were in her hometown and they're really like known for like this specific ice cream. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like a locally made ice cream and it's like high percentage of like dairy, I guess. I don't know. It's like it's local. Anyway, so I guess in my mind, I was like, oh, I love ice cream. I want to have this. So I had if I can insert a picture of it, I will. But I had like the smallest little cup of it, smallest little cup of ice cream. It was delicious, absolutely amazing. I had this one little cup, and then we went to the fair and the rodeo and like walked around, and I did almost poop my pants. Literally, thank God that my friend ran into someone that she knew and was like talking to this person, and it gave me a chance to like slip away and run and try. I literally ran for my life to try to find a bathroom, and I think I was in there maybe 3 or 4 times that day because it was bad. It was so bad. I was blowing up that bathroom. Anyway, that's super TMI, but you asked it, so. Okay, and then the very last question was, where are you moving to? Excuse me. My husband and I are moving to South Carolina. I'm not sure 100% what specific area yet, but it will be somewhere around Charleston. And we're super, super excited. We're really excited about that. So, and we have 15 minutes left. So I'll be back in 15 minutes, I guess.